welcome back. Today I thought I'd mix it up a little bit and give another forging video. So this is what we're forging today, like some funny little eyebolt type things. Well, they're not that little, but compared to some of the stuff I forged, they are quite a small forging. So we'll go through it, we'll show you how it starts off, and then we'll get down to doing the forging bit under this hammer. Right, so basically we'll start off with a drawing similar to this. Can't show you the actual drawing because some of the drawings we work with have got copyright on them, but basically you get your different sizes, radius and all that sort of stuff. So what we have to do then is work out how much it weighs. Once we've worked out how much it weighs, we get as bar what we need to make it out of. We work out how much this weighs per inch sort of thing, and then from that we can work out how much we need to cut off. In this case it's 2 3/4 of an inch. So after we've cut a few pieces off, chuck them into the big hot fiery box thing, aka the furnace. As you can see, they come out nice and hot after about 10-15 minutes soaking in there. Approximately 1200 degrees Celsius when we pull them out, so nice and toasty. What I'm doing here is going to hold two different size blocks up. Now the size I'm knocking it down to is the size of the eye of these eyebolts, which is the biggest size. So we're knocking it down to them 2 pegs, getting it to the size for the eye tool that you'll see in a minute. What I'm doing now is I'm flattening the bulge on the end of it whilst still giving it a bit of a radius. It's a bit hard to explain this section, but basically I'm doing this so that it'll fit in the eye tool when I come to put the eye on. It just makes it fit in the tool a little bit better, and you get less wasted steel as it forms. So that's the first stage complete out of a 3-stage process to complete the full thing. So back in the furnace it goes now and ready for the eye tools. These are the eye tools to put that eye on it. They are custom tools specifically made for this job. We have to go in and out of these tools quite a few times to get all the steel down to the size that it needs to be. So each time we go in the eye tool, it will push excess steel back into the stalk section of it. So we have to keep doing this however many times it takes before it's down to the size we need it to be. that's the eye now complete. So once again we'll go back in the furnace with it for the third and final heat. On this next heat we will be forging down the round stalk section. When forging what's essentially round bar, start off, we'll knock it down to a square section first, then we'll take off each corner and get it down to more of a hexagon size. And as you can see now, I'm rolling it towards that peg that is holding in place. We'll get it as round as we possibly can, and then you'll see in a minute it'll put what we call swages, basically two blocks with the correct size hole going through the middle, and as I pass it through it puts a nice finish on it, turns it basically into a nice round bar. Now that it's been basically finished with the forging, now that is the complete finished item. All that's left to do now is I'm just checking to make sure that it's straight. In this occasion the eye is slightly bent to one side, so I'm putting the hammer into manual mode, which basically use it like a really big vice. So he's putting a half round piece on so we don't squash it, and I'm going to lower down slowly. We'll grip it in a big vice basically, and all he's going to do is just tap that eye down with hammer just to get it in line with bar, and that's pretty much it. All that's left to do now is cut it to length when it's cold and grind that little pip off at end. Right, well thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that bit of a forging video. If you did, consider hitting that like button. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for a random mixture of videos, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.